Owning a home is the great Australian dream. Despite the rise in interest rate, the Australian government continuously provides incentives and schemes and grants to support first home buyers. Here are the government schemes and grants that are available to first home buyers in 2023. Number 1, the Home Guarantee Scheme. The Home Guarantee Scheme used to be known as the First Home Loan Deposit Scheme in the past, since the government introduced this scheme 2 years ago. The scheme allows first home buyers to purchase their first home with just a 5% deposit and not pay loan mortgage insurance. With the Home Guarantee Scheme introduced this financial year, there are 3 schemes available: the First Home Guarantee, the Family Home Guarantee, and the Regional First Home Buyer Guarantee. First Home Buyer Guarantee. As I mentioned, this allows first home buyers to purchase their first home with just a 5% deposit and not pay loan mortgage insurance. This means that the government will guarantee up to 15% of the value of the property, so first home buyers do not need to pay lender's mortgage insurance. In 2022 to 2023, until the 30th of June 2023, 35,000 spots are made available. The nice thing about the First Home Buyer Guarantee is that you can use it together with the other schemes such as the First Home Owners Grant, First Home Super Saver Scheme, and the First Home Buyer Assistance Scheme. The second scheme under the Home Guarantee Scheme is the Family Home Guarantee. This supports eligible single parents with at least one dependent child in purchasing a home, regardless of whether that single parent is a first home buyer or a previous homeowner. With the Family Home Guarantee, you do not need to be a first home buyer. It's possible that you could have bought a home in the past together with your ex-husband, and then now that you're a single person, as long as you have a dependent, you can actually buy a home with just a 2% deposit and borrow the 98% of the property price. With this scheme, there are 5,000 places available from the 1st of July 2022 to the 30th of June 2025. Now, the third scheme under the Home Guarantee Scheme is the Regional First Home Buyer Guarantee. This third guarantee will help 10,000 first home buyers a year in regional Australia to buy a home. First home buyers will save up to $32,000 in mortgage insurance and be able to secure a home with the deposit as low as 5%, with the government guaranteeing up to 15% of the purchase price. So what are the other schemes and grants? Second scheme and grant is the First Home Super Saver Scheme. This scheme was introduced in the federal budget in 2017. The scheme allows first home buyers to make voluntary contributions to their super either before or after tax and use the savings towards their deposit. For most first home buyers, the First Home Super Saver Scheme could boost your savings by up to 30% faster compared with savings through a standard deposit account. This is due to the concessional tax treatment and a higher rate of earnings often realized within the superannuation. Another scheme available is the First Home Owners Grant. This has actually been going on for so many years. Right now, the First Homeowners Grant is $10,000. Now, it applies only for purchases up to $600,000. If you buy land and build a home, the cap is $750,000. And then the other scheme is the First Home Buyer Assistance Scheme. These are stamp duty exemptions or concessions that are provided to first home buyers. Now, there's also a limitation or a cap on this one. So you can get the stamp duty exemption here in New South Wales for purchases up to $650,000. It doesn't matter whether it's a new house or an established house. As long as the purchase price is within $650,000, you can qualify for the stamp duty exemption. Now, if you're purchasing between $650,000 to $800,000, there's a stamp duty concession. And of course, a certain portion is paid by the government and then a certain portion is paid by you. But the higher the purchase price is, the more contribution will be coming from you in terms of stamp duty. And then the First Home Buyer Choice was recently introduced by the New South Wales government. So this scheme is only available in New South Wales. Now, it allows first home buyers to choose to pay stamp duty either as a full or a lump sum payment or actually pay it in the form of an annual property tax. And of course, We all know that saving just for that 5% deposit is already difficult for first home buyers, much more so paying for that stamp duty, especially now that home prices have actually gone up so much here in New South Wales. So let's say with the first home buyer assistance scheme, you can only purchase up to 650,000 for you not to pay LMI. Between 650 to 800,000, there's a concession. But what if you're purchasing something above $800,000? So this is where the first home buyer choice kicks in. You don't have to pay the full stamp duty. You can actually opt in for the annual property tax, and that saves you a lot of money upfront when you purchase your first home. So it makes it easier for you to buy your first home. If you're a first home buyer and you want to get into the property market in 2023, please give us a call. All the mortgage brokers here in Maverick Finance are all knowledgeable about all the schemes and grants available for first home buyers. Give us a call. My number is 0430-144-008, or you can email me at mpapa@maverickfinance.com.au. You can also look into our social media pages on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. Just give us a call and we'll help you find out whether you can qualify for the schemes and grants.